The next example on one-dimensional heat flow. We already see the equation of one-dimensional heat flow with the two examples. Here we have to see the third example, that is, if first u is finite for every value t, u is 0 when x is equal to 0, u is equal to 0 when x is equal to pi, and the last condition u is equal to pi x minus x square when t is equal to 0 and x is in between 0 to pi. Okay, then solve dou 2u by dou x square is equal to dou u by dou t. Okay, so we have these are the conditions, and this is one dimensional heat flow equation we have given. Okay, so let us start the solution. Let the given equation, write it as equation number 1. Then comparing the equation with the standard form, we have the standard form dou u by dou t is equal to a square into dou 2u by dou x square. So comparing these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2, so we get the value of a square is equal to 1. Then we know the standard solution of one dimensional heat flow equation, that is u of xt is equal to c1 cos nx plus c2 sin nx into c3 e raised to minus n square a square t square. So this is the standard solution as we see in previous lecture 4. So in this standard solution we have to put these given conditions. So we know that a square is equal to 1, then u of xt is equal to c1 cos nx plus c2 sin nx, and here c3 e raised to minus n square, putting the value of that a square, and that is 1, so it is only t remaining, so putting this value, this is equation number 3. Okay, that is, we get this equation number 4 by putting the value of a square is equal to 1. So this is the equation number 4. Then we have to multiplication of c1 and c3, that is nothing but the c4 we have to put here, and multiplication of c2 into c3, that is c5 we have to put here. So this we get the equation number 4. After that, the second given condition, so second given condition, that is when u is equal to 0 when x is equal to 0. Okay, then u of xt means u is equal to 0 means u of xt will be 0 as x is equal to 0. So put this value in equation number 4, then we get 0 is equal to c4 e raised to minus n square t. So comparing to these will be to 0, we get c4 is equal to 0, and putting this value in equation number 4, we get u of xt is equal to c5 sin nx into e raised to minus n square t. And write it as equation number 5. Then use the third condition. So third condition says that u will be 0 when x is equal to pi. So in the third condition, when x is equal to pi, u of xt will be 0. Put this value in equation number 5. So we get 0 is equal to c5 sin n pi e raised to minus n square t, which implies sin n pi will be 0. But we know that sin of m pi will be 0 since the value of m is 1, 2, 3. Then comparing to these two equations, we get n pi is equal to m pi, and then n is equal to m, where the value of m varies from 1, 2, 3 up to dash dash dash. Put this value in equation number 5, we get u of xt is equal to c5 sin mx into e raised to minus m square t. For all respective values of m, adding all the values, we get u of xt is equal to summation m is equal to 1 to infinity cm sin mx into e raised to minus m square t. So put this as equation number 6. Then the last condition, fourth given condition will be at t will be 0, u of xt is nothing but pi x minus x square, and x lies between 0 to pi. Put this value in equation number 6. So we get u of xt is nothing but pi x minus x square, so it is here, is equal to summation of 1 to infinity right hand side cm sin of mx. So we get the value of t, that is t will be 0, putting here, so e raised to 0 is nothing but 1, so we get this term. This is the half range Fourier sine series in the range of, that is x lies between 0 to pi, so it is in the range of 0 to pi, so we call it as half range Fourier sine series. Therefore Cm is equal to 2 by pi 0 to pi, that is the function pi x minus x square sine of mx dx. We solve this equation by integration by, so after integration by parts, Cm is equal to 2 by pi in bracket pi x minus x square in bracket round bracket minus cos of mx upon m round bracket close, minus in second round bracket pi minus 2x bracket close into another bracket minus sine mx upon m square round bracket close, minus plus into a bracket minus 2 into another bracket cos of mx upon m cube, where the limit is from 0 to pi. After solving this, we get here 2 by pi in bracket minus 2 by m cube minus 1 raised to m plus 2 by m cube. So finally we get 4 upon pi m cube in bracket 1 minus 1 raised to m. So Cm is 8 upon pi m cube if m value is odd, and Cm will be 0 if m is even. So we have to put the value, that is this 8 upon pi into m cube. So putting this value in equation number 6, we get u of xt is equal to summation m is equal to 1 to infinity 8 upon pi m cube sine of mx into e raised to minus m square t. So this value we get when m is odd. So this is the required solution, that is u of xt will be summation from 1 to infinity 8 upon pi, this constant term you should have to take outside, so 8 by pi m cube into sine of mx into e raised to minus m square t. Okay, so this is the required solution. Similarly, you solve these examples for practice. Fourth example, this is the example, these are the conditions, and this is the one dimensional heat flow equation you have given. Use this condition, I have given here hint, use this hint, and finally you will get this is the answer. Similarly, this is also example 5. If both the ends of a bar having length L centimeter, which is covered with a material impervious to heat, are kept at 0 temperature, and if initial temperature f of x at any arbitrary point taken from one end, then what is the temperature of any point of the bar at any time t. So for the hint, the conditions are given, that is first condition that u of 0 t will be 0 is equal to u of lt. Okay, so this is the condition we have given. Then u of 0 t means when x will be 0, your value of u will be 0, and second condition is that when x is equal to L, u of Lt will be 0, and this is actually third condition. Okay, so u of x 0 is equal to f of x. So using these conditions, and this is the one dimensional heat flow equation you have given, then using these condition we have to solve this equation and its solution. This is the solution with the condition you have given, and this is the final answer. Okay, so in this way you should have to solve these examples. And as we see in the half range series, this is the half range sine series between 0 to L. These are the formulae as you studied in engineering mathematics. Half range cosine series also, this is the half range cosine series. Okay, so hope so you understand this example, solve this example and do the practice. If you have any query, then I already explained you, or you have to write in comment. I have explained that queries. Okay, so thank you very much.